welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Rafuto, and if you are new to my channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for returning, because you know you love me. I'm kidding, but thank you so much for returning, and please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Okay. As you guys have seen by the title, today we are doing a tattoo video and where I got my tattoo, the meaning behind it, and all of that. So I think let's start now. I recently got my tattoo, and yeah, man, I mean, the story behind it is really just all because of mental health and all of that. So basically, as you guys can see, here it is. I hope you guys can see it, but yeah, I will also insert a picture. So basically, my mental health journey, right? This started in 2020. Yeah, started last year during the lockdown when the president said, you're gonna stay at home and you're gonna sit and you're gonna move unless you need to go out for personal things, essential things, you know. So obviously I was in matric doing, like, I had school, you know, things were just a lot. Being at home, I'm not used to being at home for a very long time. I'm only used to being home for like maximum a month, go back to school, a weekend, go back to school, a holiday, go back to school, you know. So I was always used to being around my friends, and you know, we laugh all the time, cry all the time, you know. So I was used to being around my friends. I wasn't used to being around my mom, you know, because my mom and I have not been living together since I was in grade 2. I've been in boarding school my whole life, basically. Since I was in grade 2, my mom said, "Loop, get out of my house." I'm kidding. I shouldn't really say like get out, but like obviously I didn't have a nanny to take care of me. My mom was working like all the time, and she had night shifts and stuff. So obviously I had to move. So that's why I went to boarding school. And so my mom and I were not used to being around each other all the time. I'm used to only being around my mom a weekend or a whole month. School, matric was a lot. Honestly, people who say matric is revision, they're lying to you. Matric is not revision. Matric is just another weight on your shoulder, you know. And so that already, being at home, being in a closed environment, I overthink a lot. So I was always in my feelings. I was always just thinking about things, you know. And so not being around people, right? Not being around people drove me crazy. Like, obviously sometimes you need to like chill, be alone, have your own space, but sometimes you need to be around people. You need to recharge and be around human beings. You need the human interaction. But for some odd reason, I needed that more than ever. I really needed to be around my friends. I felt like I can't live in my room 24/7. I cannot be around these four walls forever. I really can't. By the time obviously I was at home, not here, but I just honestly felt like I just needed a break. I needed to get out. I just felt like there's a black cloud literally hanging over me, and honestly that really just made everything worse. We then got back to school, and then obviously things started being better because I'm around my friends, you know, I'm seeing people all the time. But during the lockdown, during the time that I was at home, my depression started. Like, it really literally went from small leaky to literally rising, guys, to the point where I felt like, what's the point? You know, what's the point of staying? What's the point of just being here? What's just the point of me being here in general? You know. And obviously when you are depressed, you go through days where you have different emotions every day. Ning you sad, the other time you're happy, the other time you just feel like, you know what, I just need to be alone and I need to be on my own. And I felt like I needed to be around people a lot, because yes, sometimes, like I said, you need to be alone, sometimes you need to be around people, but I felt like I need to be around humans before I shuck, you know. So I remember on my birthday, I felt really alone. Like on my birthday, I like celebrating my birthday. Like my birthday is one of the days where I feel like I finally get to be the happiest child alive. It's my birthday, you know. And last year my birthday was really just emotional. I cried all the time. Like I literally cried the whole day because I felt like I needed to be around human beings. Okay, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. So I felt like I needed to be around my friends, you know. My birthday means so much to me. Like it really means, I think my mom has made my birthday like the best day of my life because she celebrates it like it's hers, you know. So on my birthday last year I felt very alone. Obviously, you know, getting hugs, happy birthday, oh my gosh, it really meant a lot to me, and I didn't get that. Don't cry, I'm not supposed to be crying. Okay, let's put back the goggles. Okay, so obviously that happened and I really felt like I needed to just get out. So I need to do something. I don't feel like I need to be alive anymore because a lot of things are happening, you know. When you have so many things, so many people saying things to, like, I was in matric, there's a lot of pressure. First of all, I gave myself a lot of pressure, like, dude, you need to pass matric. Obviously that alone, right, me already giving myself pressure, number one, getting pressure from the outside and people saying, you know, you guys are in matric, the school saying you guys are in matric, you need to do this, you need to do that. That was a lot. And I think for me it just made everything worse. And obviously I tried my best to stay positive. I tried everything. I literally watched Netflix, I watched movies, you know. I just really made the best out of me being at home and just trying to make myself happy. But in the process of trying to make myself happy, it felt like I wasn't doing enough. I felt like, what next? What do I do? You know, and it was just honestly the worst time of my life. I've never felt so alone. I went back to hostel, and then what happened then? I went back to hostel and then I called my mom. So throughout lockdown I spoke to my mom about it. I'm like, dude, I need to see someone, I need to talk to someone. So my mom was like to me, dude, why don't you speak to me? Like, what is wrong? You my daughter, like, talk to me. And I felt like I need to talk to someone that doesn't know me. I need to talk to someone that's not gonna say, you're going to be alright, you're going to, you know. Yes, I know eventually things are gonna get back to normal, or I'm going to feel better than I am now, but I needed to talk to someone that knew nothing about me. So so that already was just the point where I thought, you know what, Nay, I need to see somebody, I need to speak to someone. So went back to school, spoke to my mom, like, I need to see somebody, like, ASAP, before I just decide to make decisions that are not going to end well. So I then my mom then contacted one of the psychologists in Poch, obviously, because I was obviously going to school in Poch. I then saw a psychologist. I started seeing a psychologist. I saw her 4 weeks straight, once a week, and then I remember it was before prelims. It was like 4 weeks before I started with my prelims. So I went to see her and we spoke about a lot of things. Like, she asked me about my background, you know, we did like a lot of exercises, we spoke about a lot of things. And so I remember the one question she asked me, she's like, do you ever feel like a burden to people? That's why you never express your emotions. And I'm like, yeah, obviously I feel like me keeping everything to myself does not cause any problems outside me, you know. So I told her that I don't like expressing myself. I don't like telling people how I feel. I really don't, because I feel like if I tell you how I feel, you going through a lot as well. So me telling you that, dude, I'm not okay, I'm suffering, I am about to shock, you having your own problems too. I mean, you might be going through some things that I don't know about. And obviously telling you the thing of, you are my friend, so I'm supposed to help you. So let me put my feelings aside and help you, you know? And that's what I did. I neglected my feelings. I neglected everything before the psychologist said, dude, that's not right. That is the reason why you have depression. That is the reason why you are depressed. So she asked me that, and I said, yeah, I do feel that sometimes, that I don't want to tell my friends about anything. I don't want to tell my mom, I don't want to tell my dad, I don't want to tell my brother, I don't want to tell my aunt, you know, because I feel like I'm becoming a burden to people. I don't want to feel like a burden. I really never want to do that. So me not telling people how I felt was the thing of, I don't want to add on to your stress. Already you have stress. So I just feel like, dude, you know, I'll just say, you'll be okay, let's move on. So obviously that got to the point where I would cry myself to sleep. I would literally not eat. I would literally spend nights just thinking about things. I would not sleep. Like, there was a day straight where I did not have sleep at all. So I didn't sleep at all. The next day I was super tired, but I did not want to sleep, you know. And there are days where I felt like I need to sleep. I would force myself to sleep. I would cry myself to sleep because I felt like I don't want to be in this box, you know. I felt like I was suffocating in my own feelings, and I was drowning in my own feelings, where I felt like I needed to just suffer on my own and not tell anybody about it. So after she told me that I'm going to basically diagnose you, my girl, because clearly you're not okay. So I remember this was the last session that I had with her, and I told him, like, okay. Well, then she said to me, you have prelims, you're starting prelims next week, Monday, and obviously you have to study. I can't see you every day, so we're gonna stop the session today, and then when you do need to see me, give me a call and we'll set up a meeting. Then I'm like, okay, cool. And then she's like, okay, but before you leave, I'm gonna have to diagnose you. I'm like, yes ma'am. Moment of truth. And then she's like, you are depressed, you have depression, you have anxiety, you have adjustment disorder. So then I'm like, okay, obviously maybe I knew that, but adjustment disorder, anxiety, like, there were days where I had like panic attacks at school, alone in the bathroom, you know. Like, a lot of the times I was like basically in my own bubble, you know. And most of the, obviously at school, like, I was this happy child, oh my gosh, I was this bubbly child, making jokes all the time. Let's laugh, you know. I don't want people to be feeling sad all the time. Let's have energy, you know. Let's do something, be alive. But not knowing that I'm not okay. I'm suffering in the inside. I'm crying myself to sleep every single day. Every time I wake up, I'd feel like, why am I waking up? Like, just take me, you know. And now I'm okay, you know. You obviously have your days. So I think, so basically that's the whole reason why I got this tattoo. Obviously I don't see it every day because I wanted to put it here, but I felt like, no, let me put it here. Then I'm like, obviously the industry that I'm going into, I don't want to have like tattoos that are showing. So I felt like, okay, let's just put it behind the ear. Whoever sees it, sees it. Like, a lot of people are very supportive throughout my whole mental health journey. I'm obviously still trying to figure myself out, trying to figure things out in general, but I'm okay now. Obviously I have my days, like I said, I have my days where I feel like I need to go outside, I need to like go have a breath of fresh air and not stay in my room the whole time. So yeah, that's the reason why I got my tattoo, guys. And I felt like I needed to get this because it's a journey that I'll always be on, you know. Yeah, I have family members that support me, I have friends that support me, the most amazing partner ever that supports me. And yeah, I mean, I don't think I'd be able to be this positive without any of them. Yeah, I'd like to thank all my friends, literally all of you people. Obviously people don't, a lot of people are gonna watch this and say, Bathroom, And yeah, guys, don't forget to just stay positive. Obviously, you're gonna have days where you feel like you need to, take a walk, go out, do things that will make you happy. Do that. And yeah, this took a lot of courage. I tell this to my mom all the time, that as much as our parents don't understand what depression is or what we face on a daily basis, it doesn't take you 500 days to learn or to educate yourself on it. I mean, my mom at first, she didn't understand. Like, she felt like, Nana, then why don't you just talk to me? And it's easier said than done, And I spoke to him like, it's not as much as you say I'm gonna speak to you, it's not always that easy for me to take out everything that I've been bottling up. I don't think anyone understands how difficult it is for someone who's suffering from these type of things to talk. It really took time for me to talk about it and to just let everything out. And now I've learned to not bottle up my feelings and to talk about it, But now we're all good. I need tissue. Now I'm good. Now I'm fine, Things are good. I'm in a happy place now. So I think life is not that bad after all, And obviously I prayed every day. I spoke to the Lord. I asked him plenty of times to give me strength, and he did. And honestly, I'm very thankful for that. And so yeah, you are going, like I said, honestly, if you guys are going through a lot, please talk to someone. Please write things down. I was told to write things down in my journal, and I do that almost all the time. Sometimes I forget, but you go back and you write down whatever you're feeling. That really helps. But yeah, if you're scared to talk to someone, or you don't feel comfortable talking to anyone, write your emotions down. Write whatever you're feeling on, like, buy a journal and write that in your journal, and that is really life-changing. But yeah, man. So yeah, guys, please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.